Welcome to the nucleophilic substitution reactions part 7. In this part, we will discuss some special cases of nucleophilic substitution reactions. First of all, neopentyl compounds, which are very unreactive in SN2 reactions. Let us see. Now, in this series, you can see the effect of beta substitution on SN2 reactivity. In the first case, ethyl bromide, the rate is 1. In case of propyl bromide, it is 0.65. In case of isobutyl bromide, it is 0.15. And in case of neopentyl bromide, its reactivity rate is very low, 0.4026. In Ki, in acetone at 25 degrees centigrade. Why? In this diagram, you can see the presence of 3 bulky groups. So, though the carbon is primary one, but the incoming nucleophile is somehow sterically hindered to do the reactions in SN2 way. Now, in case of allylic and benzylic compound, allylic and benzylic compounds are especially reactive in SN2 reactions. They are more reactive than typical primary compounds. This is benzyl bromide and this is allyl bromide. Why they are more reactive than primary compound? Let us see. If we consider benzylic, allylic, vinylic and aryl halides, benzylic and allylic halides can undergo SN1 because they can form stable carbocations. Even though the 1 degree Rx do not go SN1, 1 degree benzylic and 1 degree allylic can react by SN1. Why? In this diagram you can see after removal of Cl minus, this carbocation, benzylic carbocation is formed, which is stable over the benzene ring through delocalization of the positive charge, then approach of the nucleophile forming the product. So the reaction is very easy. In case of allylic bromide is also, it is an easy case for SN1 reactions as the formation of allylic carbocation, which is very stable over delocalization of the positive charge over the double bond. So the formation of product SN1 product is very easy. Another thing is that alpha bromocarbonyl compound, which give the fastest SN2. Remember, alpha bromocarbonyl compounds give the fastest SN2. Why? With alpha bromocarbonyl compounds, substitution leads to 2 electrophilic groups on neighboring carbon atoms. Each has a low energy empty orbital. One is pi star from carbonyl. You can see this is the pi star of carbonyl. This is alpha bromo carbonyl compound, and if you have a closer look, then you can see this is the pi star. So antibonding of the carbonyl CO bond, and this is the sigma star of CBr bond. Okay, so these two LUMO combines. When these two LUMO combines to form a new molecular LUMO, pi star plus sigma star, so nucleophilic attack occurs here very easily because the new molecular LUMO is very low in energy. So each has a low energy empty orbital, pi star from carbonyl and sigma star from CBr bond, and these can combine to form a molecular LUMO pi star plus sigma star of lower in energy than either. Nucleophilic attack will occur easily where this new orbital has its largest coefficients, as shown here in this diagram. Let us see. For example, the carbonyl group makes the Cr bond more reactive and the Br makes the carbonyl group more reactive. Moreover, the carbonyl group stabilizes the transition state. You can see the transition state here. By overlap of its pi star orbital with the full p orbital of the carbon atom under attack. The nucleophile may well attack the carbonyl group, but this will be reversible, whereas displacement of bromide is irreversible. You can see the diagram. For that reason, alpha bromocarbonyl compounds give the fastest SN2 reaction. Now, what is SN1 dash? Sometimes an SN1 reaction occurs with allylic rearrangement, which is called SN1 dash reaction. If we consider allylic chloride, this allylic chloride, after removal of Cl minus, we will get this allylic carbocation, which is stabilized over resonance. So, by normal SN1, we will get this product, and after the positive charge over here, through resonance, through delocalization, we will get this product. So these two products are not equivalent. So this is called SN1 dash product. Similar type of reaction is also possible in case of SN2, and it is called SN2 dash. Bimolecular substitution reactions of allylic leaving groups involving migration of the double bond to the carbon atom holding the leaving group and substitution of the incoming nucleophile to the double bonded carbon atom is known as SN2 dash reaction. Here are some examples. You can see, to this substrate, ethoxide anion will attack this carbon, removing this double bond and finally removing the leaving group, forming this product. And in this compound, methyl minus will attack this carbon, shifting this double bond and removing the leaving group, forming this compound. And here the nucleophile attacks here, shifting this double bond, removing the leaving group. And finally, in presence of triple bond, ethoxide anion will attack this carbon, shifting the double bond, removing the Br minus, forming this type of alene compound. Now, reactions with Ki in acetone. SN2 reaction. Here iodide ion acts as a nucleophilic catalyst. Sometimes iodide ion can act as a nucleophilic catalyst. How? If we add water to this substrate, that is ethyl chloride, and forming the ethanol, the reaction is not fast. But if we add some iodide ion to the reaction mixture, the reaction is very fast. Why? First, iodide ion will attack the carbon site, forming ethyl iodide, which is the first process. Then, in presence of water, here iodide ion acts as a good nucleophile, and after that, addition of water, here iodide ion will act as a better leaving group, making the reaction faster, and overall the substitution reaction of Cl minus with OH minus forming the alcohol in presence of iodide ion as a nucleophilic catalyst. You can see in this table ethyl chloride where rate of the reaction is 1. In case of allyl chloride it is 33. It is much more faster. In case of methyl chloride it is 93, and in case of benzyl chloride it is also 93. Thank you for watching.